A great way to get into MCP.
Spiky Bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Rob Bear from SpikyBits.com, and in this video, we're going to show you the latest and greatest Marvel Crisis Protocol releases, I guess for July of 2022. So AMG and Asmodee, or however you look at it, came up with a great idea at some point very recently where they're doing these things called affiliation packs. And the first one was Black Order, which is a great one if you like Thanos and you like the big baddies. I guess Thanos doesn't. I don't even remember what comes in there. But either way, it's a good deal. So normally your expansion packs are $40. Well, now 2020 or 2022 everything's more expensive, so $40 for those. So these are actually two different expansion packs contained inside the affiliation pack, which normally would be $80. A little bit of a deal off the top. These are $60 retail here, and then of course a new release. So it's a great time if you see, like, hey, I like Heimdall. He was cool in the the movies and stuff, and Skurge, of course. Maybe I want to get into Asgardians, and they've had a lot of changes recently, and now they're kind of they're very much their own thing with their own cards, I suppose, these days. I haven't seen them played on the tabletop quite lately, but they're always very fun and very interesting. You definitely can't sleep on Loki for obvious reasons, in game and without. And I suppose if you wanted to pick up some more Asgardians, they're really the only two that come to mind is maybe the Enchantress, who isn't quite as OP as she used to be. Oh no. And maybe Angela, and maybe I'm missing a few, but those are the other two models that you might want to pick up to stay pure Asgardian, if you did get these two packs here. So that being said, let's jump into kind of how this all works. So these were actually sent to me already by Asmodee, so I did want to mention that because I told them I would like to start doing more and more content on both MCP and Legion here on the channel, because they're both great games that I've very much enjoyed playing a lot of lately when I'm not hobbying on Warhammer 40k stuff. And I was really into Marvel Comics back in the day, and obviously the movies are pretty tight. So one thing I did notice right off the bat was that the new affiliation packs, and I look back at the Black Order ones, they're going to come with the new sideways kind of art or layout for the character cards. Now, not all of these come in the new character card upgrade card pack, rather, because they do come with the tactics cards and some missions and stuff. But they even included, the new Asgardians, Doomed Prophecy, and you've got the Hammers mission here. You got the new gem because Thor is a gem bearer. So there's some really cool stuff in here that isn't readily available if you bought these separately back in the day. But you probably already got your money's worth out of playing them and stuff. And then of course you've got all of the tokens on one big card here, which we hadn't seen before, but it's not really as exciting as maybe the sideways cards. And then if you haven't seen any of these open before, these are the new hard plastic, and I can't remember exactly when these came out, but they've gotten a little bit better about, there's been a lot of crazy things where you like the sides of Thor's little winglets right there. So there might be a few crazy things on here. I don't remember Thor going together very crazily or anything like that, because I've actually already put these together once. Loki wasn't that bad either, although his little scepter thingy, horns, and sometimes they give you extra pieces because back in the day, because they realize you might just explode across the room, which, believe me, has happened to me as well. And there's Valkyries too. So the hard plastic that we've come to know and love, I suppose, from both FFG and AMG. And if you haven't noticed yet, on the bases, which you always get a lot of bases, there's little debris, like little 40 bottles, soda bottles, 40 bottles, little Starbucks coffee cups, crushed cans and things. So don't throw this away. Keep all those and maybe paint them up and have them as rubble laying about the bases there, which might be pretty fun. And then the other expansion pack, which I just buried over here, more obviously very new, Heimdall and Skurge. If you've played any sort of MCP, you're probably familiar with Lockjaw, and Heimdall plays a lot like Lockjaw, but probably a little bit more in the offensive category. I think the cards have been previewed at this point, although I hope I'm not spoiling anything. but they have told me in the past that I can make these videos as soon as I get them, so hopefully that has not changed. So there's Skurge and there's Heimdall, and you can see, and I might be saying his name wrong because I talk weird. I'm from the south, so greatly apologize. Also on a lot of painkillers because I threw out my back working, hobbying on my yard as I'm apt to do when I want to do brainless stuff outside. A little too brainless, I suppose. So there's the cards, and Skurge comes with weapons and Midgard, so it's more like kind of like his guns. They didn't really work his guns in, which, yeah, I understand, but you know, guns are a hot button issue these days. But you know, for comic books, some people are, you know, kind of looking forward to seeing those, I suppose. And then here's the sprues, which the sprues have gotten a lot better than what I just showed you. They seem more optimized on here, way more detailed, of course. It doesn't look like there's a bunch of, you know, they did his horns all in one piece on his head, which is nice. And there's Skurge, and there's not a lot to him, so it looks like a pretty easy build, hopefully. Now, the one thing I did want to mention was that, you know, to get the instructions, if you get this early like I do, sometimes you just gotta guess. But if you get them after the street date, you can QR code it, get your instructions, and if there's any problems or any confusion, usually they redo them and hopefully make it you know, a lot easier to follow along with and everything like that. Now, before I show you the miniatures, I wanted to show you how I store these. If you haven't seen this already, we have a whole video on how this works, and of course I'll link it in here. But basically, this particular case is big enough to hold Dormammu as well as Hulkbuster. So I think besides the terrain, it actually fits every figure. You know, it won't fit every figure. You have to get a couple of them, but you can definitely fit your squad and maybe some of your other teams in here as well. And all I do is just put magnets in the bottom here, a 1/4 inch magnet at the bottom, and it doesn't quite fit flush, so it provides enough attraction to actually lock stuff down. And it's good. It doesn't really matter like what size base you're on. It even holds Hulkbuster or Black Dwarf. Actually, Black Dwarf, I did it weird, but that works too, so don't worry about that one. So you can lock them, all of those down. So yeah, and these things are less than like 20 bucks to build. It's super affordable. Okay, so here is Heimdall, and well, he looks great. I mean, lots of detail here with the Rainbow Bridge and everything, or excuse me, the Bifrost. Rainbow Bridge was a level in Mario Kart. I don't know. It all blurs together after a while, right? So looking, I was really surprised how big he was compared to Thor. He is big. They're both big dudes, but man, he's definitely a big dude. And then compared to, well, Skurge is big too, to be quite honest. So he's doing his tactical rock thing there. And then you've got the other miniatures. Now I've already started prepping some of these. There's my Loki with I did the Zenithal airbrush highlight and the black wash on it. Next thing, I'll hit it with the speed paint. Looks like I missed them. Can't tell if that's washed or not washed. Either way, we'll get it straight. And then Valkyrie, just to give you an idea, she's definitely bigger. And I don't know why. I guess Loki it seems weird that Loki's kind of small, but and then Hela is on the largest size base, doing her thing there. So very cool miniatures, and they're pretty easy to go together. I mean, the rest of the Asgardians are not, you know, they're semi-complicated. Like Loki's horns are separate pieces and stuff like I showed, but not too ridiculous. And obviously the two newer ones are a lot easier to go together as well. So very cool pack, a great way to get into MCP with a really cool faction that's got a lot going on. You know, it's not, I don't think it's OP, and it's not definitely, it's good middle of the road faction just to kind of have some fun. And, you know, if you've been watching the latest movies and stuff, and, you know, just like, hey, you know, Thor floats my boat, I just want to play with that right there. It'd be the perfect way to jump into Marvel Crisis Protocol. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all our future videos. If you liked that video feature, consider supporting us over at patreon.com and get back in the mail each month a miniature crate full of some of the stuff we review here, as well as some of the top 3D artist designs out there too, to help support what they're doing. plus discount coupon codes from some of those same manufacturers. They're yours to keep, whether you cancel or stay on. It's totally up to you. Obviously, we want to keep you as happy as possible. So check it out over at patreon.com/SpikeyBits.